Welcome to the stage the singing voice of Columbus, the Harmony Project Choir, featuring founder and creative director David Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for one big reason tonight, and that's Miss Maud Hill, right? I'm from the South, so I can say it this way. I love me some Maud Hill, okay? Maud is one of the first people that I met in Columbus when I moved here, and Maud is who called me and said, for my 25th anniversary, she says it much better than this. For my 25th anniversary, David, could you get the Harmony Project to come sing? And I said, Maud, I can get about half the choir, and that's exactly what we have here tonight is half the choir. But this half of the choir has got a big, full heart for Maud, and joining them right now are the members of the Homeport choir who are going to sing with us, and this is a song Maud specifically requested for tonight, and it'll be our last one. So Maud, wherever you are in this room, we love you, and we're here for you, and congratulations. You deserve every bit of it.
Welcome to the stage the chair of Homeport's Board of Directors, Tom O'Hara.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you in the back, there are plenty of good seats available still up front here. So if you'd like to take a seat, there's some up front. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom O'Hara. On behalf of Homeport's board, staff, and 5,700 residents, it is my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's Voice and Vision celebration. Thanks to the choir, I'm glad to be speaking tonight. Instead of singing. If you're like me, you might not be a great singer, but you certainly do have a voice. We're here tonight because we want to be that voice for people in our community who face a very serious and foundational challenge: the need for a stable, healthy, and affordable home. For far too many in our community, that goal is out of reach. I joined Homeport's board in 2009 in the midst of the worst recession of our lifetime. At that time, I didn't think the affordable housing challenge could get any worse. It has. Today in our community, there's the need for about 54,000 affordable homes. Agree with me on this. Everyone in this great community deserves a safe, affordable place to call home. Maud Hill, who we're honoring tonight, has spent the last 25 years investing her time, energy, and resources in lifting up people in our community. She'd be the first to tell us that one voice is powerful, but it will take all of us together to solve the challenges facing the Central Ohio community. That's why I'm grateful all of you are here tonight. Thank you for investing your time, your energy, and your resources. It truly makes a difference. Now I'd like to take a quick moment to recognize some of our guests. For our honorary chairpersons, please stand and be acknowledged. Thank you. Our signature sponsors and partners, please stand as I call your organization. The Ohio Capital Corporation for Housing, Wallach, the Robert Weiler Company, Huntington, J.P. Morgan Chase, and AEP. Thank you all. I've seen many out here, our policymakers and public officials. Thank you for joining us this evening. And finally, our Homeport Board of Directors. Would you please stand? Thanks to all of you. Please refer to your brochures or programs for a full list of our sponsors and supporters. Thanks to all of them, and thanks to you for making the Homeport work possible. Now, we're glad you've joined us. We're glad you've joined your voices with ours. So let's take a moment to watch the following video.
There is a crisis in Central Ohio. So many of our residents are in poverty.
Homeport is a wonderful organization, a great example of trying to attack the roots of poverty. Because if we don't, we're gonna have a problem with our community going forward, despite all the things we've accomplished.
You can't address poverty and the issues surrounding poverty without first having the platform of a safe home. Homeport's mission is to ensure that everyone has a safe, decent place to live. We believe that every family needs to have not just a safe, decent, affordable place to call home, but the programs and services that surround them to become and remain successful homeowners.
For the most part, if the kids who aren't in program, you see them just kind of just out. They're kind of just walking around, just kind of clueless and lost. You know, there's a big thing trying to keep them out of trouble from interacting with just strangers. Drugs are always, for teenagers, human trafficking is the sky's the limit to what they could be into.
There's a number of benefits of having on-site, easily accessible, out-of-school time programs. Programs are right there. Takes away the transportation barrier and the cost.
Stability for them, it's great. Just having that constant and they know this is here.
It's a win-win. We're establishing for kids the assets that they need so that they can one day develop the dreams so that they can go on and become part of the economic life of our community.
It strengthens community. The kids are able to learn from each other, benefit from each other. Not very many communities have an after-school program or a summer program that's right here. So for the kids and for the parents, it's equally beneficial.
Homeport believes in the dream of home ownership because we know that for many families that provides a stability. It's great for neighborhoods when people own their own homes.
We're the original renters here, and we decided to buy, and it's been a good experience for us. It was wonderful. We opened up the door. It was a good feeling. We watch out for each other, so it's a sense of community.
The first day, I was probably like a kid in a candy store. I was super excited, but it's been almost 2 years, and every day when I pull up to my house, I still have a big smile on my face. I think it's great that Homeport offers these types of opportunities to people to be able to afford a nice home in a good community. It's nice.
Homeport really helped us along, too, and taught us a lot of things about home ownership, so it's really a good program.
When people own their own homes, the equity that builds up over time, if they've been properly educated and gone through the programs, that equity will assist them in their retirement, in paying for education for their children. And that's what we do, and we love seeing the joy in the faces of our children and our families when they walk into their new home for the first time. Homeport believes that it's very important that as a community we provide safe, decent, affordable homes for our seniors.
I love it here. And I mean, the people they're very nice there.
Very nice area as far as the building and the property and everything. It's really nice.
My favorite part, the convenience. Everything is convenient, very convenient.
We see seniors living in awful apartments or homes. We are building or renovating, housing, homes so that our seniors can age with dignity.
I love my apartment. I really love my apartment. That's your kingdom. You spend all your time there. And I really do like mine. I love it. I know I'm not going to move.
I wanted my mother at her age and place in life to have a place that she felt secure in. It was nice that Homeport even had a floor plan that she was able to age into gracefully and was able to make the necessary changes so this could be her home.
We as a community need to do more. We're not doing enough. And what that means is not only creating a safe and clean and decent place to live, but building that community around them. Homeport's approach to community revitalization or neighborhood revitalization is holistic.
Neighborhood revitalization and affordable housing go together, and we use one or the other to further our mission. We tend to go where it's not easy, and so we go into neighborhoods where there may be some additional burdens or there may be some additional issues in the neighborhood that have to be addressed first, but then we go in there and do that, and then it can become that opportunity and that choice neighborhood.
We've noticed drastic changes in the community, considering that I went to school here years ago and the neighborhood wasn't the best.
Owning a home, there is a sense of security, satisfaction, and there's personal investment. But I like knowing that the investment spills over into the community that I'm a part of. We really can see how the neighborhoods improve, the streets, and the additional new homes that have been in the neighborhood.
One of the main things that attracts me to the concept of Homeport is the fact it's not just building a house and putting a family in a house here or there. They approach it strategically, and by doing that, they're revitalizing neighborhoods. And those are the kind of major steps we have to take to really make a dent in this poverty situation.
How can a person be built up if the foundation is weak and crumbling and they go home to chaos or they go home to an unsecure, unsafe environment?
Poverty is pervasive and it's growing. And we can't just throw dollars at poverty. We've got to be organized. We've got to attack the roots of poverty.
It all starts with having a home where you have the stability. And that's what we struggle to do, because there's not just some magic pot of money to provide those programs. But we continue to do fundraising and to find the support in the public and private sectors. We have to work together to ensure that this is a community that we're all proud of, where everybody has a home.
Please welcome the President and CEO of Homeport, Amy Claiborne.
Good evening. Is this on? Yep, you can hear me? Okay, great. So good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for being here tonight. Tom talked about having a voice. And it makes sense, given the name of our event, for me to talk about vision. I will talk about Homeport's vision for Central Ohio, but first, I'll tell you a few stories about people whose lives have changed because of the work we do here at Homeport. Imagine that you're a senior like Michael who's lived with us. He's working a part-time job because his Social Security income is not enough to live on. Finds out that his wife is seriously ill. And like a good husband, he quits his job so he could provide the 24-hour care that she needs. She also needs a handicap-accessible apartment. So he goes out and looks at property after property and realizes that he cannot afford a decent, accessible home on his limited income. Can you imagine how that feels to not be able to provide for your spouse? So imagine being a single mom with 2 kids, like Sarah, who's lived with us. She wants to be a good mom and provide the best she can for her kids. She was living in a market rate apartment but could not afford the rent. She moved. She would go to different homes, different apartments, moved in with relatives. But every time she moved, her kids changed schools. She realized over time that her kids' grades were slipping, that their health was affected because of the moves. She realized she could afford an apartment, but not one that she felt was in an environment that was best for her children. Can you imagine how it feels to be so hopeless and helpless to not be able to provide the apartment that your family needs? Well, I have 2 kids. They're both grown. They're out of the house. And I can tell you it would have been awful if I couldn't provide for them the home they needed so that they could grow, that they could thrive, and be launched into the world as adults, being able to live independently. So these are 2 stories that are about our residents. They're reality for many in our community. The challenges were common among the 5,700 people who found their way to a Homeport home and the stability that we provide. And unless we do more as a community, these challenges will be reality for far too many lives. There is a recent study that shows that we still need 54,000, repeat that number, it's unbelievable in our community, 54,000 safe, decent, affordable, accessible homes, apartments, are needed in our community in Central Ohio. Our vision at Homeport is that everyone has a home where they are empowered to dream and plan for their future. Pursuing this vision is important because it is about people's lives. The true value of a stable home is that it's a platform. It's a platform for health, for economic health, for education, for physical health, and mental health, emotional health. So it's important that as a community we realize that to fully launch people in our community to become successful members of our economic community, it starts with that platform of a secure, affordable home. So we are here tonight to celebrate. We're just here to celebrate and to thank you for your being part of helping our community achieve this vision. Thank you. But most importantly, we are here tonight to celebrate Maud Hill. Maud has been a voice in our community, and it was so gratifying to talk to some people earlier this evening who showed me a picture of 3 beautiful little girls whose lives were changed because of what Maud did for them. And that's an example of the thousands of people that she has helped in the community, and you'll hear more, but I just had to share that with you. Maud is not just a voice, but she's a visionary, and she has a vision for a better world. So we are so happy, first of all, that Maud is not retiring. Everybody, you can repeat that. She is not retiring. I have heard that from a lot of people, so I had to just tell you, she is not. And we are so grateful that she found her way to Homeport and has made Homeport her home for the last 25 years. So thank you all for being part of changing lives in Central Ohio, because together we are making a difference, and we will continue to make a difference in people's lives. Thank you for being here tonight.
To present the award this evening, please welcome Herschel Craig.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the mentor to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s mentor was Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, and he said this: there ought to be something in a person's life greater than their vocation, more grand than material possessions or wealth, higher than genius, more enduring than fame. Here lies your greatest challenge and most compelling duty. Whoever uplifts civilization is rich, though they die penniless. Future generations will erect their monument. In the Bible, the book of Micah, it says this: what does the Lord require of thee? And then these words comes back: to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly before the Lord. I have the distinction tonight of honoring a woman that I call my sister, Maud Hill. Would you stand on your feet and honor this great lady tonight? Thank you. She knows I love her with all my heart. I'm going to get to the award, but I got to tell one story on her. The reason why I'm married today is Maud Hill. Me and my lovely bride, we had fell out. We was mad. So Baxter Hill and Maud Hill called me. Herschel, come on, go to Cleveland with us. When they drove me and they got the car there, I looked in the car, Linda was in the car. And all the way to Cleveland, they said she used to be my girl. They was playing all kind of love songs. And before we got to Cleveland, we was holding hands. Amen, somebody. But I mean this sincerely. I don't know of anybody I love more in this world. My mother and my father are gone. I preached my father's eulogy in Cleveland. And Maud and Baxter Hill has meant everything to me. I know her heart. I know the lives that she has touched. Because as Amy said, it's not just simply bricks and mortar with Homeport, but how they have transformed lives. And Maud Hill has been on the front line of that, working with families, making sure that they had clean, affordable, quality housing. And we're so grateful that we have somebody that is such an advocate like Maud Hill. There is no accident that we're honoring her tonight. And so I thought about what the words I could say. I do have a resolution from the State House. Not going to read all of that, because that's really just parchment. We all know who Maud Hill is. Her integrity, her character, her devotion to service. But I thought about the words of Mother Teresa. And she said this: if you're honest and sincere, people may deceive you, but be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend your years creating, others could destroy overnight, but keep creating anyway. If you find sincerity and happiness, some may be jealous, but be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten, but do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough, but give your best anyway. And in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It is never between you and them anyway. God bless you. I love you with all of my heart. Amen. Come on, baby. love you. Are we going to present the award?
If you know Maud, then you know that she knows no strangers and no one is a stranger for long. And so she has that capacity of drawing you in to her warmth as a personality and as an individual, and particularly as a community leader.
She has such a giving heart. She's always willing to do whatever she can to help people, which is something I really, really admire. And she does it without the expectation of receiving anything in return.
She's very considerate, she's very kind, she's warm.
Anybody that knows Maud knows she has a heart of gold, and that she just cares about people and cares about the community.
She doesn't take no for an answer. No is not a word that Maud knows. She doesn't know how to say no. She can't do something, and she doesn't accept the answer of no when she wants to do something. So she's a pretty amazing person.
Her compassion that she has, it really extends beyond what you would think. I mean, again, it's not a job for her.
She's a vivacious go-getter. There's no mountain that she cannot climb at all.
One time I was walking across the street on High Street, never seen this lady a day in my life. And she stopped and she said, "You got to be Maud's daughter." And she hugged me and she said, "I just love your mom." I said, "I love her too." Never seen this woman, you know, so, I mean, that's the, you know, the type of woman that she is.
She's looking out for and has committed her life and her work to making sure that all of our residents have the dignity of having a home.
She's the kind of person that really puts herself into her work, but it's not just work. It's really a charisma that she brings to helping others.
She's real people. She's straight real people. She keeps it 100.
I remember when I was 5 years old and I first heard her go into her VIP mode, and I just looked at her like, did I come with this lady?
Maud was kind of the boots on the ground. She was the one that interacted with the people, took the pulse, and really interpreted what we needed to do and how we needed to make the neighborhood better.
She told me in life, we can echo through life at times, but if you want to be heard, you have to find a voice.
Maud is a helper, you know. She sees an injustice. She wants to right the wrong. She wants to help people live a better life.
I have never heard one word that in any way cast any disparagement on her character. She is a walking example of integrity.
Everybody that knows Maud sees how hard she works and how driven she is to help people. And it's all about other people and all about helping other people.
Maud is a visionary, and she's always thinking about the possibilities, which are endless to her. And within the scope of thinking about those possibilities, sometimes you may have people that don't always agree with you. So that's why her attitude, at least from what I've perceived, is always, don't worry about it, we can get it done.
To be able to get back, she has walked in their shoes.
Maud is able to roll with the punches. She's got an inner strength and an inner faith that is amazing.
I think when you have an individual who is about helping others, it stays with you. So I think that gives Maud her strength to persevere.
She said, you know, you got to put your armor on and get out there. And then if you have to cry, she said, don't let them see you cry. You go to the bathroom or you go to your car, you let it out, fix your makeup, put that armor on and go back to it.
She's going to lead you. You're not going to lead her. She's going to help you understand and make you feel better after that meeting. And she's going to let you know that, hey, you're going to be able to make a difference. I need your help. Can you help me? And we'll help each other together to help someone else. That's what she does.
It is next to impossible not to engage because she's always about the goodness of humanity.
We tease and call my mom Mother Teresa because she helps whoever she meets anywhere.
Maud is the same type of person, no matter where you see her, no matter how you catch her, she's always going to bring an inspiration and a joy to that relationship and to that situation.
She always thinks outside the box, beyond the spectrum of what we've been able to do in the past. And I always sit back and think, really? You can do those things? And sure enough, she always makes it happen.
It's never about Maud. It's always about the people she serves and the people Homeport serves.
Maud was always able to say, okay, if this isn't going to work, then how can I change? And how can I go to here? And how can I accomplish my goal?
We're honoring my good friend Maud Hill, a marvelous person. She'll receive the 2015 Vision Award, and she's so deserving of this great recognition. Preserving families, preserving shelter opportunities for low-income families. Maud has been a staple and an icon in this community for 25 years. Thank you, Maud, for everything you've done for our community and for housing and for people in the city of Columbus. Congratulations to all of you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, Maud, listen, you know I love you, and you know how much you mean to me. You've been like a big sister in several ways. I cannot imagine partnering with anyone other than you.
Thank you for what you've done for me individually, as well for the hundreds or thousands of lives that you have touched.
I just want to congratulate you and say thank you. We love you.
Maud, I would like to say thank you for over the years that we have shared and learned and cried together. We've walked together. We've wrote things together. We've shared things together. I can't express enough on how you are overdue for this accolade.
Maud, congratulations, and please lose my number.
Maud, I have to congratulate you for your 25 years of dedication and service to Homeport. Because of you and what you've been able to do, you have countless numbers of people that are able to keep their families together, to have a roof, to have affordable housing.
Thank you so much, Maud, for all that you have done. And I so appreciate not just you, but your heart and your spirit. And I thank you so much for sharing that with so many people.
Maud, congratulations. It could not have happened to a better person. That's so awesome. You are so awesome.
Maud, congratulations on a life well lived.
I just want to say, Miss Maud, congratulations. This is long overdue, and it's just a small token of how much this entire community appreciates the work that you've done to really make this city a great city for all of our residents. Thank you for the personal impact that you've had on my life. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mama.
Presenting the 2015 Vision Award recipient, Maud Hill.
I'm going to ask all the board members to please come up. If the board members also come up, please. And I believe Congresswoman Beatty and Congressman Teaberry, if they're here, if they would also come up to the stage, please. And Eldridge, where are you, please? If you would also come to the stage. And any other elected officials that's in the audience. Thank you. Well, it is our honor to present this award to you, Maud. I know you've been crying. I've been crying. But it is our honor. You can see by who is standing with you and beside you and behind you how much we love you. And so it is truly our honor to present the 2015 Voices and Vision Award to Mrs. Maud Hill. Let the church say amen.
Keep the show on the road.
I'll do the
Okay.
double.
Okay. Okay.
Tom, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you ready? We're going to just stay up here while she
I don't know if I'm ready or not. I'm a little nervous, but this community has turned out tremendously on my behalf. And I didn't know how everyone felt. Thank you. Giving honor to God, our co-host, elected officials, children, grandchildren, family, friends, staff, Homeport board members, partners, resident, and community. Thank you for this honor. I feel very privileged to be here tonight and to share this evening with all of you. You've heard tonight about the individual families and seniors Homeport serves. Just to give you a snapshot of the 5,700 Homeport residents who receive help every day because of support from people like you. Some of you know I'm a very passionate person. One of the reasons that I am passionate is because when I talk about the 5,700 residents who live in Homeport's home, I think of me. I'm not just talking about anyone. Homeport residents are me. I've been in the life struggles that many of our residents face. Some of them are going through working 2 jobs and facing the stereotype. I could have gone a very different way in my life, but I had good role models, thank God. I've been blessed to have people in my life who cared, people who helped me experience a different path. People like my grandfather, Clark Cade, who taught me integrity,
He told me to work hard and always say what you mean and do it. Living a life that matters is hard work. People like my husband, Baxter Hill, my faith leader, Pastor Keith Troy, and others taught me to fight for what is right and fair. People like Amy, who shares my dream and who gives me the opportunity to realize those visions. This list could go on and on, so thank you, because many of you here tonight have influenced my life in a profound way, and I'm grateful. This award to me is recognition that where I am today is because of the grace of the Lord and a gift. It is a gift from others who have influenced me and who cared about me. I think most of us recognize that we would not be where we are without someone who cared, someone who took the time to walk a mile in our shoes. So I thank you. I say thank you not only for this award, but for the difference that you've made in my life and for giving me the privilege to have a voice and to make a difference in the lives of others. I thank this community. I thank all of you so very much for what you do every day. Thank you.
Well, as everyone's going to their seats, I'm very honored to be home from Washington, D.C., and being joined tonight with Congressman Tiberi. I'll be very brief. But, Maude, I want to say to you, thank you for being and having that voice and vision for the individuals whose lives you've changed. And very quickly, let me just say, it was 23 years ago that my husband took me to a little loft-like office and said, I want you to meet one of the most powerful individuals in this community, because if you watch her, you will find that she's changing lives. And that person was Maude Hill. So I stand here today, 23 years later, saying the two most powerful words that I was taught to say. And those words are, thank you. Thank you, Maude, for being you. We also have a proclamation from the 3rd Congressional District that has all of the flowery words that one could say, but let me just say the proclamation ends by saying, thank you for the time, the passion, the commitment, and the service that you've given not only to this community, but to have helped make it a better place for all the people who live in it. Love your girlfriend. Godspeed.
Thank you, Joyce. I was watching the video, the first video, Amy, when you were talking, and it brought back memories of me as a kid growing up here and how Columbus has changed a lot. You've had incredible leadership in the business community, the political community, great mayors through our mayor today, and we're the envy of the state. Columbus and Central Ohio is the envy of the state. But Amy reminded us of the challenges that come with growth and the poverty. And I met Maude 20 years ago. Joyce always beats me at everything, by the way, always. She's awesome. And Maude, wow, what a force of nature. What a heart. What determination. And you know, the irony, and you all are going to understand what I'm going to say, The irony is, Maud, and I've seen you in action, is that we are better people, all of us here today, because of you. The people that have impacted, the people who have been impacted at the Columbus Housing Partnership and now Homeport, who you've interacted with, are better because of you. Thank you, as Joyce said. Thank you for making our community a better place. Thank you for making the world a better place. God bless you.
So we are so lucky to have Representative Pat Tiberi and Representative Joyce Beatty representing us here in Central Ohio. Thank you. So Maud, Herschel called you his sister, and for all of you don't know, we joke about that in the office, that we are sisters. We dream together, we work together, we figure out how to make this world a better place together. So thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your passion and your dreams. Thank you for how you inspire me and all of us to make this world a better place. Homeport would not be the same without you. It has changed because of your dreams, and we really appreciate all that you've done. Thank you for what you've done.
Thank you, Amy. And thank all of you for coming tonight. I want to close by saying thank you for your support to continue to encourage Homeport, its residents, and providing that beacon of hope. Someone asked me in the office, why do I like this song that you're hearing quietly about Sam Cooke? Change is going to come. The hope that we give our residents each day, we talk about that change. Because if you don't have hope, you have no tomorrow. We must give people hope so that they can dream. Because when you don't have food, you don't have a roof over your head, there's no hope. And it's an organization like Homeport, it's a community like you that brings that hope. And I thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for bringing that hope. And my children know we always taught them at the Sunday dinner table, you gotta help others. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking.
Thank you for attending the 2015 Voice and Vision celebration.